Hey guys, I am breaking out so much. Don't mind that. Don't worry, I have a dermatologist appointment. So, and I have a. Anyways, hi. It's been a fatty. I'm trying to pick up my room because it's such a mess right now. My skin looks like. Yeah, my skin just hasn't been good right now. Today we're gonna be talking about the drama, the tea. We're gonna be spilling the tea because that's so much fun. I'm a teenage girl and I'm just a girl, okay? And I just want to spill the tea with like everything, you know? I don't want to be boy crazy, but this is that video and I don't want you to think that I am. Maybe a little bit, but I'm a teenager, okay? It's the hormones. The hormones are harmony. What can I say? I'm kind of gonna be cleaning while doing this, so I'll try not to get distracted, but you know, I get distracted so easily, so bear with me. First things first, we're gonna start back in the beginning of the mother train year. I already introduced you. If you didn't see the last video, go watch it because I'm not gonna introduce it again. I'll just give you a summary of what I said in the last video. I was doing my makeup. My old crush I did end up having a class with him, and I was like, you know, I was like, whoa, wait, is this meant to be? Spoiler, it's not. So I think it was that same, or it was like, I think it was like the second week of school. We like went out. Oh yeah, it was like my first time in that class. I changed my classes because, you know, I had to change it. And so it was the first day in that class and we're doing like a team bonding. I was like, crap, I don't want to be here. We're doing like the human knot thing where you like put your hands and you have to like detangle in like groups. We started groups of like 3 and then we went bigger. And then it was to the point where we had to split in half. And so he got chosen to be team leader, and this other guy, he had to like pick who, like the last couple, he had to pick who was gonna be on his side. And so I was like, he's obviously not gonna choose me, obviously not. So I was like looking, like minding my own business. I was like, I don't know, I was in my own little world. And then like all I heard was like her, and I was like, and then I turned to him and he was pointing right at me, and I was like, and then he said my name, and I was like, yeah. He was like, and I was like, okay, me then. I was like, oh my god. Looking back, I'm like, And then the next time in class, he was like always just trying to be helpful to me. Like we're doing presentation, and he was like, the teacher would like pass my name, and then I would like try to tell the teacher, then he would help me, and I was like, why are you helping? But like fast forward to now, present day, he literally doesn't even come to class, and I have not seen him in a long time. And do I mind? No, I really don't mind. I'm kind of over him. He's like not all that. He really isn't. Next person, it's long story short, it's the guy that like sits next to me in my graphics class. And you know, the only interaction I've ever had with him was like helping him on certain things, and then him helping me once. Actually, he only helped me once, and that's it. It's just like awkward. Last week he didn't even come in class, and it was great. I like had the whole corner to myself, and I was chilling. I was having a good time. So yeah, that's the interaction with, like, I'm over him. At first I was gonna actually try, and now I'm like, I'm bored. Oh yeah, and then the crush. Guys, you're not ready for him. You were not ready for this tea. I was telling you about the guy that like would talk to me in my woodworking, and like he shouldn't be a part of this. I just think he likes to talk a lot. Anyway, we're gonna move on to my crush, because at the beginning of the year I was like, oh, I need a crush, and I'm being honest, I kind of forced myself for him to be my crush just because I wanted a crush. And I remember last year when I talked to him, I was like, he's not my crush. He's not my crush. He's not my crush. Like, I did have to be a partner with him for something. He was super nice, and he had really nice hair. I even complimented his hair, and this girl was like, can I not give someone a compliment without, like, compliment? Like, last year, I was like, no, he's not. Nah. And then this year he showed up again, and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a fat minute. Why does he kind of look... So yeah, I placed him as my crush, and then like, he's just so nice, you guys. Like, I freaking hate it. I hate it. Like, don't be nice to me if you're not... Like, don't be nice to me. Don't be nice to me. I think my type are nice guys. I think that's my type, because I used to have another crush. He was in my Japanese class, and he was tall. He was the definition of a gentleman. Like, you don't see that now. Just tall. He had long hair. I saw him recently. He had a haircut, chopped his hair off. He looks so freaking good. And I was like, holy crap. Like, I couldn't recognize him at first. In my woodworking, we were doing like our name plaque. I was in line. I was gonna get my name engraved into like the plaque, and I put it in and everything, and just put this random freaking font, because we had to choose our font for like our name. I chose it because I was like, I felt rushed. I was like, I'm holding up the line. Like, I cannot decide on a font. I was like, boop. It was like getting engraved, and I was like standing there just looking at it get engraved, and I don't even know. Oh wait, there was some... I just realized something. Okay, I'll tell you after. It's like, looking at it and getting engraved, and then he like comes next to the machine, and then he's like staring at it too. I only realized until he's like, what font? And then I heard someone talking, and I looked at him, and I was like, what? And he was like, what font? And I'm like, oh, it was like this. I don't even know what I said. I told him, and he was like, oh, cool. And I was like, oh, I hate that you're nice. Like, you're just nice, making conversation. Like, and then after it was done, I pulled it out, and I'm like, I don't know what to do next. So I looked lost, and I was embarrassed because he was right there. I could tell that he was looking at me, being like, I don't know what to do next. So I was like looking around. I was like, what's everyone doing? And so he went out of line. He went up to like these guys that were like finished. He was like, do you know what to do after, we're engraved our stuff? And they told him. He was like, oh, can you show her? And I was like, why are you so freaking nice? I was like, so there's that. And what happened before is we're cleaning up, and another 2 times. First time, delusional. I was cleaning up. I was like brushing off like the tables, since it was like the wood thingy, but rushing it off, and he was like standing right there with the broom, and I'm like, I felt rushed. I was like, I have to like give him something to like to sweep. So I was like, but he was like standing right there and with his broom, and I'm like let me get over there. It was just scary. Another time we were cleaning, I was sweeping. I was in my element, you guys. I sweep. I've been cleaning since I was like 10. I've been cleaning for a very long time. I was in my element. I was like, pushing the stools out of the way to like get it under. And so I was like sweeping. I don't know if I looked confused. Did I look lost? Did I look like I didn't know what I was doing? Because he comes up to me and he was like, oh, I can do it. He's like, oh, I got it. And he grabbed my broom and I was like, I let him grab my broom. But, I was like, oh, thank you. Then like walked away. I think I like completely blacked out because I was like, I'm not gonna let, like, if someone wants to like help and like, but like, can't you believe that? He's like, oh, I got it. Grabbed my broom and like started brooming for me. And I was like, just ask me out already. Ask me out already. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. Fast forward to my last football game, you guys. I had my last football game. I feel disappointed because I never filmed the football game. But like, anyways, on Wednesday before our break, we did a halftime performance. We sat down. He's in like a club. They did like a dance and he was in the front and he's also on the football team. So like, he was in his football, like the undergarments. I was like, I was basically in front of him and I was just seeing him dance. He was in the very front. I was like, wow. He just looked so passionate while dancing and like amazing. I was like, oh, what a way to end off the football season. Like, no, I was scared. And the day ended. I got back home telling my sister about it. And she was like, why don't you just follow him? And I'm like follow him on Instagram. And I was like, no, thank you. She's like, just follow him. It's literally nothing. And I was like, no, thanks. And then like I was showing him the page. She's like, let's follow him. And I'm like, okay, just like give me a second. And then she just followed him. I was panicking. Me and my overthinking self cannot, like, I was panicking. I was on the floor. I was like, what? Why did I agree to this? Why did I agree? I was overreacting, you guys, because the next morning he follows me back. He followed me back, and then a little bit later, I posted, because we beat the opposing team in our last football game, like really good. It was 56-0. So I posted and I was like kind of making fun of the other team. He liked my story. And he didn't just like my story. He replied to my story. Patient, I was like, who texted me on Instagram? Who swiped? It was him. I ran to my room. I was in the living room, ran into my room and screamed to my pillow. I was shaking. My heart, I was like, I'm still not over it, you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I texted my sister, I screenshot it, I didn't open it because, I would say that I read it. And I was like, I sent it to my sister and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to respond. He was just putting W for like win. He just put a bunch of times. And I was like, I don't know how to respond to this. What the frick? How do I respond to this? So since they won region, that made him winning that game. They won region in a region. And so I was like, so I liked it. And I was like, yeah. Because I was like, I don't know what to. So I was like, yes. And then I put, and congrats on winning region. He was like, thank you. And I was like, of course. Because I was just going to like it and be done with it. But then my sister was like, that's so rude. I was like, excuse my dumb dogs for barking. And yeah, that's how I responded. And then I was like, and then he liked it. He liked it, of course. Sorry. Anyways, but yeah, that's the tea. That's the motherfucking tea. I don't know what I'm gonna do. thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy that poppering spicy tea. It wasn't even that good, but it was so juicy, and like that literally is my life right now. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But what I do know is that Doja Cat's new song, Agora Hills or something, is so good. Don't like her, but you can't not like her songs. She's good. You can't deny she's good at making music. So, I mean, thanks for making good music, but like, no thank you. Does that make sense? I'm literally about to throw this dog out the window. Not. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I don't know what it's gonna be, but bye.